name is Nikhil Madan, and I am responsible for the global sales of TuringData. We're headquartered in Singapore, and we're looking forward to the event and engaging with people, customers, partners, and see how we can work together and solve the problems of bringing AI to the community. Singapore was our deliberate intent. Because Singapore is the gateway to Southeast Asia. We clearly see the maturity. We see most of the organizations building their AI strategy beginning from Singapore. So it's clearly the gateway for the digital highway into ASEAN, into Southeast Asia. We also see a level of maturity of AI adoption in the region. Driven by the government. The government clearly thinks about strong AI policies, strong AI strategy, and that's why we're seriously interested in building our headquarters in this forward-looking country in Singapore. As far as AI goes, clearly we see most of the customers really thinking about building AI, and the focus so far has been about building more computational power, more GPU. But one of the biggest things that we solve today is how do we solve their data problem? How do we get them to use their GPUs more efficiently? It's a huge investment in GPU. We help them build a data infrastructure layer which helps them use their GPUs more efficiently. So that's been our focus so far. That's been a common myth in the market. Clearly people have been thinking, when they think about AI, they think about GPUs, they think about computational power. One thing that's kind of suddenly got missed is the data and the information piece. It's like building a Ferrari without good fuel, good power to power the Ferrari. So that's where we are. We're trying to solve this problem by building the data infrastructure layer for organizations who want to build a strong AI. While you invest a lot of money in building the computational power and the GPUs, I think the good quality and intelligent AI comes in if you have all the information and you have the GPUs being fed the data at the right speed. Only when the GPUs are getting the information at the right speed, they are able to generate an intelligent AI. And that's been where our focus is. It's not only just the volume of data, all the information, but also at the speed at which the data is being fed to the GPUs. Both put together gives you a good, mature AI that can help you get the use case that you want out of AI. When somebody wants to think about AI, you really need to think about what's your data AI strategy, right? When you start thinking about data, you realize that only way for you to get a good quality, good intelligent AI that you can really use is having as much information, having the right amount of data. And it's not just the volume of data, but it's also at the speed at which you can pump the data to the GPUs. So you need information, you need the speed at which the data can be pumped. But while you're doing this, one of the biggest problems that most of the organizations I've seen in the region is everybody's got lots of legacy of data. How do you turn your legacy data, which is lying across the organization, in the cloud, on the edge, in the core, how do you integrate that into the AI? While you're doing all this, one of the biggest barriers for AI adoption has been the cost. It needs a high capex. So we've been focused on building a low entry barrier for deploying AI at scale. So what we've done is built a software-defined AI infrastructure layer which runs on commodity x86 architecture, keeping the cost of building AI from a data infrastructure standpoint at the right minimum. So you can really start small, grow as you grow big, but still make your GPUs work at really high efficient utilization that everybody wants. While doing all this, we take care of the legacy data that's there in the enterprise. We integrate hundreds and billions of files that are lying there. Those are tokens, those are images, those are video files. We integrate them into the AI ecosystem. So clearly we're solving the problem of the enterprises today. When they want to build an AI, we give them an efficient AI, we give them a high performance AI, and we give them a way to efficiently use all the data that they have. So clearly we're really aligned and wanting to bring AI to everybody in the market.